Hey friends, happy Sunday. I'm sorry this is a little late. I've been having a lot going on. My daughter has her play in a minute. I just did my big interview. It's with Jeff Mara. I will post it if it's good when it comes out this week. I'm sure it'll be good. He was really, really nice. Okay. I'm gonna tune in for a message today, and I hope everyone's been doing okay. I know this is sometimes kind of an intense time. Let me see what they want to say. They're saying again, they always say this, please continue trusting and reaching out. You're not alone. You've never been alone. You're totally held and guided and seen. And if you have any questions, please write them down and ask us. I was actually just took my journal out for this interview. I was like, this is the journal I wrote, like my Dear God entry in. And I looked like a year before that, I'd written like a lot of really big questions, like, what is God? And all this stuff. They want you to ask the kind of questions you have and to really look into exploring your own heart and your own journey. They want to bring you answers to your questions, big questions and small questions. And you really aren't walking alone. That's like the big message they want to give today. They're also saying take time to rest, take time to enjoy life, take time to laugh. You never have to feel guilty for being happy in a broken world. Your sadness doesn't heal the planet. So, we do know we have a lot of stuff going on our planet, and it can be very depressing, but your depression doesn't help anybody heal. It just, they're saying your joy helps the planet heal more. Um, your love, you living into your true heart. So don't ever feel guilty about living into your truth, living into your joy, being your full self. That's like a gift that you give the world when you do that. They're really excited for you to do those kinds of things. That's kind of what I've been trying to do. But being of service is still important. And so being your full self also matches you. And I've heard this from them before, where it matches you where you can be of service best. Um, and you can be of service best where you find your joy. That's interesting. Um, So when you find your joy and you're living in your joy, you can be of service to people in the way that's authentic for you, that really is like that puzzle piece where your heart is clicked into the world. Um, let's see what else. They just show, it's funny because they give me these images in addition to the words. So what they're showing me, which I really want to kind of communicate that feeling, they're showing me like people sifting from all the worries in their heads down into their hearts where that peace is. So all the worries in the world like aren't going to bring you, they really want you to just let those go as much as you can and shift into that space of the heart and relaxation and peace and connection. They're saying worried thoughts don't take you anywhere but into more worries. I mean, this goes for me too. I worry all the time. Like I was so worried about this interview because it's hard to be public online, and I'm really only doing this as a service. And it's like my healing. Y'all know if you've been following me. So let's see. Yeah, again, sifting down from the worries into your heart. That's really where all the answers are, and you can find them in the stillness and in the peace. And ceremonies can be helpful with that. Any kind of we need sometimes we need these ceremonies in the physical world to help us connect correctly into the spiritual. Um, but they're showing me specifically earth ceremonies for me. I just did one with my friend Tonda. She's my dear friend who's indigenous, and reconnecting to the earth was really valuable. Is really valuable. Let's see. I'm just hearing connecting through your heart. And okay, that's what they're saying. It can be anything outside that makes sense to you that brings you into the space of the heart. It can be fun. It doesn't have to be heavy or serious. It can be dancing, it can be being with your friends, it can be laughing, it can be ceremony, it can be creating art, but whatever kind of sifts you from the worried state or the mental state into your peaceful heart state. And they're saying we're all kind of unlearning the patterns of being human that we've had before. We've been taught unhealthy human patterns that were for the old world, really. And we're trying to take you on a walk into a more healthy, connected world of unity and peace and abundance and connection and joy, all of these beautiful things and love. And yeah, that's through the heart. And any path that can lead you to the heart. Anyway, let's see what else, if there's anything else. They want you to let them know your wildest dreams. They show me this a lot, but the world really isn't that tangible. It's really not that real. They want you to like think about it as a playground in a way. Um, because they also want to help you bring like your dreams to life, or you like have your hopes, and it doesn't always have to be I have to heal, I need to do this, do all these healings, and I need to do all this stuff. I need to feel better, because I mean that's been a lot of my life. So maybe this is also a reminder for all of us, not and me too. But they want you to also enjoy your life and to get to see what it's like in the physical world to have some of these things you dream about. So what are the things you dream about? What are things you really want to experience? Um, put them down, write them down, or say them out loud. Think about them. Um, again, it comes from the heart and the joy. And as you're aligned with that joy and your heart, you get to have this like experience. You can have that experience in the world. It's not just like, oh, I want $1 million. You want a joyful experience. It could sometimes be like on being on a boat. I don't know. But they are saying like the world is your playground. Do you want to hear? Let's see if I can tune in about any of the other stuff going on. They don't always want to show me, because I'm kind of like I pay attention to politics, and I look at, I see what's going on in the world, but they really, every time I want to tune in about that, which I do want to, they say just they really encourage you to do your healing work, get back in touch with your joy, like spread that joy, because that's kind of how you shake up these more negative forces out of it. It doesn't mean to deny that they're there, but to see them for what they are, which is structures built on disunity and greed and pain. But like every time you do your healing work, or you live in joy, or you share your service, and you kind of do these beautiful things, they're showing me it just gets like less sturdy. Those like unhealthy structures. Um, and those structures only exist for people that aren't tuned in with their hearts, or like the oneness of all humans. I really do hear, I hear their days are numbered. That's what I'm hearing. Their days are numbered. And I'm hearing like New Earth is coming, or New Earth is here. It's really only a matter of time. Don't give up hope. Keep like churning forward, keep moving forward. There's really a glorious future, and it's all seated in the present, with each of you doing your healing work and coming into balance. Let's see what else. Again, if you have any questions, take it to your team. They are showing me like I can definitely tune in for y'all. I do get emails. I have people I'm supposed to be tuning in for. I haven't, I do have a regular life. Like I'm literally about to run off to my daughter's play. We had family in town this weekend. I have to kind of keep things a little structured. Anyway, they're saying the best way to tune in is to do it for yourself. So yes, I can totally do it. I'm still a human filter, but trust yourself and your own guidance first. So please try to do some of this for yourself. You have these same muscles, and that's kind of what we're all being called to do right now. I've just been doing it a little bit longer, but I'm not any better at it. I just have been doing it, and you can do it too. Um, But I mean, it is an honor. It's an honor to get to do work for people, but also you can do this. Let's see. Again, they're saying don't give up hope. Keep holding on. Keep pulling in beautiful things into your life through your prayer and your intention and your practices and your hope and your love. Yeah, they're also saying make peace with the past. So they're showing me pulling in all this beautiful stuff, but anything that you're holding on to from the past, um, they're showing me it really only exists in your mind. That doesn't mean to deny anything hard any of us have gone through, because I know I've gone through stuff and I know many of y'all have too. Um, Try to release its hold on you by doing your healing and by letting it go as much as you can. They want to help you with that. So your team really wants to help you with that, some of this stuff, and it'll get easier. They really are showing me all of us feeling free of the burdens of our past and like these kind of mental prisons we put ourselves in. So if you can release some of that, they're saying you can release that. You can live in joy. You can be your full authentic self. Let's see what else. And they're just showing me everybody just tuning in, everyone like praying and like tuning in, doing your own in your own way. And again, don't give up. And again, I'm like, is the last message is do this for yourself. They already said that, but they said do this for yourself in any way that makes sense for you. And you can come to my workshop. I'm going to do another angel communication workshop in August. I think it's August 9th. So come. And I love y'all. I hope this was helpful. Sorry, it's kind of late. I'll probably upload this later because I have to run out to my daughter's play. Anyway, love you guys so much. And I'll let y'all know when that Jeff Mara episode is out. Yep. I hope I get really only nice comments. Well, y'all leave me nice comments on it. That's why I get so scared. Okay, bye.